The next war might well be lost because our U.S. armed forces will face an enemy who outnumbers us 5-1. To win in a potentially tank-heavy battlefield environment, the Joint and Combined Arms team must take advantage of every available asset. The burden of winning that first battle falls on the shoulders of the maneuver commander. He is responsible for the actions of the Joint Combined Arms team and for winning that battle even though the odds are against him. To win, he needs a force multiplier. To win, he must see deep into enemy territory, gather information, locate and destroy the enemy in the second echelon and beyond. To win, he must make the best possible use of its target acquisition and fire support assets. Aquila is that force multiplier. Aquila performs its multiple missions so successfully, its value can be measured literally in the number of lives and the firepower saved for each target killed. The Aquila system consists of an unmanned, computer-piloted air vehicle that transmits real-time video through a jam-proof data link and provides laser target designation, a truck-mounted launcher that provides built-in pre-flight tests and catapults the air vehicle into flight from unprepared sites, a ground control station that houses troops and instruments that control the flight, and a truck-mounted recovery system that recovers Aquila from flight automatically in a vertical net. Aquila will survive, ensuring its availability for repeated missions. Although it can be heard on a quiet battlefield, it is difficult to spot. It generates a low heat signature and is rarely detected by radar. Its ground system is nuclear, biological, and chemical hardened. It operates well with our maneuver forces. Aquila development included threat survivability testing against aerial intercepts, anti-aircraft artillery, and surface-to-air missiles. Survivability will be improved to counter any threat advances. During early testing, Aquila could not be recovered consistently with a manual system. Aquila developers created the totally automatic infrared recovery system that works day or night. Since the integration of the recovery guidance aid, there have been no air vehicle recovery crashes. That is 173 flights for 373 hours without a crash. No other RPV system in the world can be flown and recovered at this level of consistency and be useful for repeated missions. It is soldier-friendly, as was successfully demonstrated in Aquila's operational test 2. The ground control station provides ease of operation for troops. The automated programs for pre-flight tests, launch, flight, reconnaissance, and recovery allow operators to concentrate on their mission, not on the mechanics of the system. No pilot skills are required to operate Aquila. Soldiers demonstrated their ability to operate the system in the field for up to 9 days at a time. They detected over 3,400 targets of military significance during 36 days of simulated combat. Troops encountered realistic threat simulations. Aquila was flown during all weather conditions such as cold, rain, sleet, and snow. They flew Aquila a total of 310 hours during this test alone. Troops routinely operated 2 air vehicles at a time by handing off control of 1 air vehicle to another ground station. In addition, Aquila laser designated 18 moving and stationary targets for 14 hits by Copperhead. Linear, point, and area searches were performed during operational test 2. While performing area searches, operators had difficulty detecting controlled targets and some lost track of the area of the battlefield that had been searched. Software enhancements now provide operators an automatic search mode. The system automatically tells the air vehicle where to fly for the optimum payload downlook angle and field of view. The automatic search mode breaks the search area into 1 kilometer squares. It ensures that one area is thoroughly searched before moving on to the next. During auto search, the payload systematically steps through the search area at the rate optimum for target detection. The percentage of area remaining to be searched is displayed, and the air vehicle position is automatically adjusted. When a target is detected, troops can override the automatic search, manually change the field of view, and lock on the target for its identification and location. Software enhancements have been integrated into the MQM data link that improves video quality. When the automatic search resumes, the system returns to where it left off. During training for the force development test and experimentation that will validate Aquila's improved detection capability, troops have consistently demonstrated detection rates of more than 80% for stationary targets and more than 90% for moving targets. Soldiers are now trained in imagery interpretation that has increased their ability to detect the enemy. The Aquila design team enhanced the system's video quality with software additions to the data link. During the test, 105 missions were flown. However, the requirement for Aquila to launch within 60 minutes of site occupation was not met with reliability because either the fault isolation function in the pre-flight test system reacted too slowly, or soldiers could not interpret fault data in sufficient time to respond. As the test progressed, the time it took troops to launch Aquila decreased. The Reliability Growth Program will validate the software enhancements and troop training that speed up fault isolation. A recent cost and operational analysis update was completed by the U.S. Army TRADOC Analysis Command for Aquila. It considered other systems which might be used by the U.S. Army instead of Aquila. Several conclusions were reached. First, Aquila represents the most effective system available to accomplish the required operational capability. Second, Aquila represents a significant improvement in the Army's ability to locate the enemy and engage him before he meets the forward edge of our troops. And finally, Aquila is a system which is capable of being used effectively against current and future potential enemy forces. Actually, Aquila has suffered relatively few obstacles in light of its advanced technology. This system is and has been at the leading edge of RPV technology. Aquila's development experts have faced many challenges, but never gave up on the Army's RPV system. The Aquila system's advantages far outweigh the obstacles it has faced. Aquila's capabilities are essential to defeating the enemy. The system offers real-time information and high kill ratio in a reliable, survivable package that soldiers can use and operate easily. Aquila provides the maneuver commander with new capabilities that permits him to see where the enemy is and determine where to position his forces before committing assets. It makes him a giant on the battlefield with extended vision and precisely aimed firepower. It gives him the tools today that he needs for the battlefield of today and tomorrow.